Welcome back to Sir Boats Yacht, where we dive into the most iconic vessels ever crafted. Today we're setting our sights on a true legend of the water, the Riva Aquarama. Often referred to as the Ferrari of the boat world, the Aquarama is more than just a vessel. It's a symbol of elegance, performance, and Italian craftsmanship at its finest. The Riva Aquarama is one of the most recognizable powerboats in history, built by the Italian yacht manufacturer Riva. The Aquarama first made waves in 1962 and quickly became a favorite among celebrities, royalty, and passionate boaters. Its name, Aquarama, plays on the word cinerama, a widescreen movie format popular at the time, emphasizing the boat's cinematic beauty and panoramic views from its sleek deck. At first glance, the Riva Aquarama captivates with its breathtaking design. Mahogany is the star of the show here, varnished to a mirror finish and masterfully curved to create a hull that gleams like a polished gemstone. The attention to detail in its construction is nothing short of obsessive, with up to 20 coats of varnish applied to enhance its rich tone and depth of color. The hull lines are flowing yet muscular, radiating both speed and grace. It's a design that has aged like fine wine, remaining just as desirable today as it was over 6 decades ago. The Aquarama's bow is sharply defined, giving it a sporty yet timeless silhouette. The wraparound windshield, crafted with chrome framing, adds to the boat's cinematic styling, while also protecting passengers from sea spray. The rear sun pad is a signature feature made for lounging in style and soaking up the sun. Every line and curve is intentional and harmoniously integrated, making it not just a boat but a floating sculpture. Step aboard and the luxury continues in the interior. The cockpit layout is simple yet elegant, with plush leather seating, usually in white or cream, contrasting beautifully with the deep mahogany accents. The dashboard features a collection of vintage-style analog gauges, often custom-made for Riva boats, with a retro charm that evokes the golden age of boating. Chrome toggles, leather-wrapped steering wheels, and custom-finished dials complete the feel of a classic Italian sports car on water. Although the Aquarama is compact, it never feels cramped. The seating arrangement is clever, allowing space for up to 8 passengers comfortably. There's a sense of openness thanks to the wraparound windshield and open-air rear section. The hidden storage compartments are seamlessly built into the deck and seating structures, ensuring that every inch of the boat is both functional and visually clean. Under the deck, some versions of the Aquarama even offer a small cabin space. Although it's rarely the focus here, you might find a simple berth for 2 just enough for an overnight stay or a place to relax out of the sun. But truth be told, most owners of an Aquarama spend their time topside. That's where the boat truly comes alive and where its most iconic moments are created. When it comes to performance, the Riva Aquarama was ahead of its time. It typically came equipped with twin V8 engines, originally sourced from American manufacturers like Chris-Craft or Cadillac, but later replaced with Riva's own marinized engines in some models, especially the Super Aquarama. You'd find twin Riva Tune 350 horsepower engines delivering exhilarating acceleration and a top speed of over 45 knots. That's around 50 miles per hour on water, fast enough to get your heart racing. The ride quality is smooth and stable thanks to the deep V-hull design, which slices through waves while keeping vibration to a minimum. Even at higher speeds, the Aquarama remains composed, giving the driver a real sense of control and precision. The throttle response is crisp, the steering is beautifully weighted, and the entire experience is one of harmony between man, machine, and sea. But the Aquarama isn't just about speed, it's about how it delivers that speed with elegance. Unlike modern performance boats that can be loud and aggressive, the Aquarama glides with purpose. You can feel the craftsmanship in every turn, hear the refined growl of its engines, and enjoy the journey as much as the destination. It's a boat that doesn't rush you but rather invites you to enjoy the art of boating itself. One of the unique selling points of the Riva Aquarama is its status as a lifestyle symbol. This isn't a boat you buy just for performance or practicality, it's a statement of taste. It's no wonder owners have included icons like Brigitte Bardot, Sophia Loren, and even Ferruccio Lamborghini, who famously had a custom Aquarama fitted with Lamborghini V12 engines, turning it into one of the most legendary examples of all time. The Aquarama also holds a special place in design history. It represents the peak of mid-century luxury aesthetics, combining artisanal woodwork with the glamour of the Riviera lifestyle. In fact, many design museums and collectors around the world consider it a work of art. Some restored models have fetched over $1 million at auctions, highlighting its enduring value and collectability. Another remarkable feature is how the boat was hand-built. Every Riva Aquarama was crafted in Sarnico, Italy, using traditional boat-building methods with teams of artisans specializing in different parts of the build, from the hull to the upholstery to the chrome fittings. Each piece was shaped and polished by hand. The sense of human touch is palpable, and that craftsmanship continues to inspire boat builders even today. The controls of the Aquarama are delightfully analog. You won't find touchscreens or digital interfaces here, just the tactile joy of real buttons, gauges and levers. There's something deeply satisfying about operating a machine that responds to your direct input with no automation or delay. It brings you closer to the boat and to the experience of boating itself. In terms of maintenance and ownership, owning a Riva Aquarama is not for the faint of heart or wallet. These boats require meticulous care, especially the wooden hulls, which need regular varnishing and protection from the elements. But for those who are up to the task, the reward is a vessel that delivers unmatched prestige and joy. It's not just a boat, it's a member of the family, a legacy piece passed down through generations. There are several versions of the Aquarama, each with its own twist. The original was followed by the Aquarama Lungo, then the Super Aquarama, and finally the Aquarama Special, which remained in production until 1996. Each iteration brought subtle enhancements in size, engine power, and detailing, but always remained true to the original concept and charm. The legacy of the Aquarama continues today, not just in vintage restorations but in how it's influenced modern boat design. Several companies have tried to capture its essence through retro-styled launches and luxury tenders, but few, if any, have matched the aura of the original Riva. For many designers, the Aquarama remains the ultimate benchmark for elegance on water. What makes the Riva Aquarama truly special, though, is its emotional impact. It's not just admired by boaters but also by designers, car enthusiasts, and romantics alike. It has a timelessness that transcends trends, a soul that resonates with anyone who appreciates beauty, craftsmanship, and the pure pleasure of being on the water. Even today, seeing a Riva Aquarama glide across the water is a showstopper. It turns heads at marinas, attracts cameras wherever it docks, and creates memories for anyone lucky enough to step aboard. It is at once nostalgic and thrilling, a relic of a golden era that still feels very much alive. If you ever get the chance to ride or own a Riva Aquarama, consider it a rare privilege. You're not just experiencing a boat, you're part of a legend born on the shores of Lake Iseo and celebrated around the world. And that's the story of the Riva Aquarama, a boat that blends beauty, speed, and heritage into a package that remains as iconic today as it was more than 60 years ago. From its gleaming mahogany hull to the roar of its twin engines, it represents the pinnacle of Italian yachtmaking and a dream for boat lovers everywhere. Thanks for sailing with us on this journey through the legacy of the Riva Aquarama. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most beautiful boats ever made, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sir Boats Yacht, where we bring you the finest vessels from around the world. Until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon and your dreams on the water.